Welcome to TGA, the Great Awakening, the 50% team of PHP Agency, the #1 team and the MVP team of the company. Welcome to you, the newest agent just came on board to join our team and the company. We welcome you. So many exciting things have happened since the last time we had a video with Integrity Marketing Group acquiring us. We're celebrating 13 years with PHP Agency. We started the company in September 2009, and the growth we've had, the expansion we've had. Now we have over 25,000 licensed agents, 170 offices across the nation, licensed in 49 states. So whether you are watching this from Santa Ana, California, and you're working with our leadership, whether it's Ivana Galcin, Shihan Adborzi, next VP, Wendy Munoz, William and Beatrice, multiple leaders in that office, or you're in our Corona, California office, the newest office that just opened up, another 10,000 square foot office led by Christian Floriana, or you're one of the newest agents working out of our top office in the entire country, Bakersfield, California, where multiple millionaires came out of there. Ricky and Erica Aguilar, #1 base shop builders in the entire company, last 4 or 5 years in the entire company. And now Erica's in San Jose, California, $1 million earner, boards counsel, or Hector Del Toro, my brother-in-law, is now in San Antonio. I mean, we've been expanding everywhere. And then you got Alejandro Aguilar, President's Counsel out of Bakersfield, California, $500,000 earner. Or you may be in Arizona, working with the Zaldos, working with the Campuses. You got Team USA with Chris and Mary Phelps from San Diego. They have people all over in California. They're relocated over here to Houston. You have Florida with TKB and Paulette and CMAC and their expansion. You got Maritza and Craig Thomas to help expand over here with Colin and Veronica. We're growing. This is one of the fastest growing offices here. Or you're working in North Hills, California with Carlos and Ursula Madron, newest senior vice presidents with Team New Era. The expansion is everywhere, guys. We're in multiple states. You know, the exciting thing about this is no matter where you are, where you got started, you can get started here in Houston. You can get started in Nevada. You can get started in Texas. You can get started in Florida. You can build a national business, have national support, which is very, very exciting. So no matter what city or state you got started in, you can build a national business with leadership across the country. Welcome to the team. Let me tell you a little bit more about timing right now. There couldn't have been a better time for you to take the first step to becoming an entrepreneur. There was a recent article by Wall Street Journal that said 70% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. If you're not in a position to be making $500,000 a year, you need to find a plan B. You all remember what happened in 2007-8 with the market correction and real estate correction. Our company got started right after that in 2009. Well, guess what? Today, the writing's all over the wall. It's deja vu all over again with the real estate market, with the rates going up, the entire real estate market crashing. People are looking to make additional income. They can either go work Uber or Lyft part-time or get into a noble profession that you've chosen to be into. You may not know this yet, but you've made a decision to get into one of the most demanding industries in the entire marketplace. It happens to be one of the most regulated industries. It happens to be one of the biggest secrets when it comes to financial independence and the kind of lives that you can go out there and change and the kind of income that you can make. People do not know about the insurance industry. I am so grateful that somebody recruited me to this industry. It completely changed my life. People are looking. There couldn't be a better time today in 2022 while you're watching this to build yourself an agency. Whether you start doing this on a part-time basis, you transition to full-time. It's one of the best decisions you've ever made in your life. So I don't have any background in this industry. I don't have any degrees. I'm a college dropout. My initial interest when I went to Cal State Northridge, I was a psychology major and I dropped out, got a job working as a bill collector, but I got to a point where I was frustrated. I knew I wasn't the kind of person that was content clocking in, clocking out. I didn't want anyone to tell me what I was worth. And also one of the examples, because my mom, who ran her own business, she was a distributor for a vitamin company raising 4 kids. That was my example, guys. I knew I needed mentorship. I knew I needed leadership. I knew I needed to read the right books. And as a matter of fact, I didn't know that's what I needed. But the moment I got introduced to that, I realized that's what I was lacking. So I got involved in the industry. Long story short, I met Patrick in 2007. We started the company in 2009. And the rest is history. It's completely changed my life. But I had the same doubts and fears as you. And I realized everything begins with the environment. You change the environment, you change your outcome, you change your language, you change the way you walk and talk. Everything starts and ends there. So you're excited. You see the opportunity. You see our company, PHP. You see the growth of our CEO. I was very fortunate to find a mentor like Patrick McDavid that completely changed my life. So my challenge to you, stay coachable, stay aligned, read the right books, go to the meetings, be part of the associations. Everything will change. And today, our team, TGA, which stands for the Great Awakening, Inspiring Greatness, Building Leaders, is the biggest organization in PHP Agency. We're so excited about the growth, the leadership that we're building, guys, but we're just getting warmed up, guys. We have a vision. when the company has 500,000 licensed agents. We want to have half of them, 250,000 licensed agents. Everyone else can split the rest and fight for the rest, but we want to be the biggest builders in the entire marketplace, and you can be part of that movement. So now let me tell you what your biggest challenge is going to be. It's not passing your license exam. It's not showing up to meetings. It's not dressing up. It's not studying again. It's not going to conferences again. You know what the biggest challenge is going to be? Is having mental toughness. Napoleon Hill once said that the biggest reason why people quit or fail in life because they listen to their friends and family. Your friends and family have chosen to take an easier route. They don't want to chase or pursue a dangerous freedom. They're going to doubt you. They're going to question you. They're going to say you can't do it. You know why? Because they've given up on their dreams. That's the reality. Most people are living a content life. But it's going to be your doubt, your fears, your insecurities, because you're doing something that's completely brand new. The biggest challenge you're going to face is people in your circle saying you can't do it. So are you mentally tough? Are you going to read the books? Are you going to feed your mind? Are you going to stay alert? Are you going to stay excited? That's going to be the biggest challenge. And have you overcome that? If you stop surrounding yourself with people that are going to be doubters and dream stealers, you can have their dream life. It's written in books. You just got to pick up the books. There's no secret to this. There's another quote, one of my favorite quotes. It says, don't expect people to understand your grind when God didn't give them your vision. You have a vision of your goals and your dreams. You have a vision of one day retiring your mom. Like I want to retire my mom. You have a vision of one day being the hero to your family, whatever your last name is. You have a vision of one day become a millionaire. And most people are scared of that. So go pursue that. That's going to be your biggest challenge, and I hope you overcome that. So there's 4 types of people that get started with PHP. Let me tell you who I was in the beginning, guys. I was a slow starter. It took me 4 years to become a marketing director. It took me a year and a half to become a field associate, a 50% contract, 2 years to become a director. Guys, I failed my exam twice. I didn't pass it until the 3rd time. My first check was after 8 months. I made $35. Guys, I had a slow start, but I still had the desire. Now, the slow starters that come across our offices all the time, they make this more of a sometime thing. I'm sometimes going to go to the meetings. I'm sometimes going to show up early morning. I'm sometimes going to go get dressed up. I'm sometimes going to try this thing. If you try it as a sometimer and you take it super slow, you're not going to get a lot of time from a lot of leadership to work with you. Person number 2 is the one that analyzes and analyzes until they get paralyzed. They want to know everything about everything. They want to study everything. They want to read 10 manuals, but they don't take any action. And they're super slow in their results. The challenge with those that analyze everything is they simply don't take any action. Less action, less results, less money, less activity, and you think this thing doesn't work. No, it does work, but we have a system that's behind it called the playbook. You got to study the playbook and take action on the filters that we have. That's person number 2. Person number 3, though, is a person that is coachable and aligned. People that come on board here, we typically like to work with people that are couples in business, married with kids. You know why? Because they're already used to making $80,000, $100,000 a year, maybe combined income, $200,000, $300,000 a year. But after taxes, you know it's not a lot of money. They want to set aside their ego, be coachable, and realize, hey, listen, I want to have your type of life where every single month you have passive income of $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month of passive income. I want that kind of life. I want to be coachable. I want to align. I want to read the right books. I'm going to show up to the meetings. I'm going to stay committed. I'm going to go to Phone Zone. I'm going to stick to a schedule because I want to be aligned to a system. You have to be congruent. If here's your goals and dreams, but you're not congruent with your activity, you're not going to go out there and have the results that you want. Everything's about leadership and being aligned. That's the speed to success. Someone once said that you need to stand on the shoulders of giants to go out there and have faster victories. I challenge you to do the same thing. And last one, the 4th person is the ultra competitive person that says, look, I'm here to break records. I've been competing all my life, whether it's in sports and academics, you name it, but you're used to competing. You're used to being around an environment of the top performers who are competing. You want to call out people. You want to walk into a room and say, who's the top performer? I want to go take them out. And typically, there's a lot of big bonuses that are tied to breaking records. You're just not here to be average. In the book of John Maxwell, he talks about the catalyst. The catalyst says, I want the ball. Give me the ball and get out of the way. The ultra competitive guys, there's a lot of room at the top for ultra competitive people, and they become some of the biggest builders, some of the best leaders. That could be you. And by the way, the first one, the slow person, the analyzer, the coachable one, they can eventually become that competitive person. They can eventually become one of the biggest builders. If you are one of those 4 people, we're looking forward to meeting you because there's room at the top for any one of you to go out there and compete in the marketplace. Okay, so here are the first 4 steps you need to take immediate action on. Get your Sprint Award, number 1. What is a Sprint Award? In the office is your first form of recognition. All that means is you're here to go out there and get promoted very quickly. You're coachable to the system. You're following our playbook and our manual on your first week's filters. You're meeting your spouse. Your spouse needs to know what you're doing in the business. She's going to be your biggest supporter or your biggest doubter in the business. You do a business plan. You do a marketing plan. You start licensing. You get registered for the next big event. You get a Sprint Award, and that means you're going to be on track to get your first promotion. So number 1, get your Sprint Award. That's going to lead you to step number 2 is qualify for Fast Start School. When you qualify for Fast Start School, it's typically held at one of the biggest offices or a local hotel event. You have multiple people come together. You have hundreds of people in a venue, and you learn the 17 different ways we get paid. How to qualify for equity in the company, how to qualify for multiple trips around the world. Our guys have gotten trips to the World Cup. We've gone to Spain to go see El Clásico with Ronaldo and Messi. Messi's scoring his 500th goal. I mean, you name it, all over the world you can qualify for trips. So you'll learn that in Fast Start School. How to build a national business. You could be here in Texas and have a business across the country. How do you build a business across the country where you have leaders and agents and multiple offices, and now you're overriding Atlanta, you're overriding Chicago, you're overriding Florida, you're overriding Texas and Nevada. That means you're getting a piece of residual income from multiple states. Imagine doing that. You learn that in Fast Start School. How we get our clients, the multiple promotions that we have, the multiple compensation plans that we have. You don't want to miss Fast Start School. Get qualified for Fast Start School. Step number 3 is get registered for next big event. I'm so excited, guys. Our next big event, our kickoff for 2023 in January, is one of the most entertaining financial services company in the entire marketplace. But we're also having our kickoff event that'll be here in Houston, Texas, that we're hosting. And we have the number 1 author on leadership, John Maxwell, going to be there, who's written so many different number 1 selling books on leadership. And of course, our CEO, Patrick Bet-David, who's known all over the world. People fight for his time. He'll be at this event, and multiple other speakers, guys. Get registered for the event. You could be a 2-minute speaker. You could be a 5-minute speaker. You could be crossing the stage in front of thousands of people for the first time. I remember my first big event and what that did to my mindset, how that changed my vision stretch, my ability to speak stretch. Everything grew because I changed my environment. Go get registered because leaders are born at big events. And number 4, go get promoted fast. Look, there's 2 kinds of people in any kind of sales organization. There's sales agents, then there's sales leaders. Okay, the sales leaders get promoted fast because they know, and the key to success, the key to scaling is about duplication. It's about distribution. Focus on the promotion quickly because the license is going to come. When you learn a compensation system, you're going to realize, man, I want to get promoted. I want to be a builder. I want to be a sales leader and have a massive organization. So we get promoted quickly. Don't be like me. It took 4 years to become marketing director. Today, people are doing in 90 days of becoming brokers. They're having a business in just 6 months, a real business. In a year, they're crossing $250,000 of income. In a couple of years, they're crossing $500,000 of income because they get promoted quickly. And when you get promoted, everything else follows. And lastly, number 5, let's get connected on social media. Stay connected with us one way or another so we can reach out to you and mentor you. So I challenge you when you're watching this video is ask the person you're working with, how can I get promoted quickly? How can I go qualify for Fast Start School? How can I get my Sprint Award? Make a name for yourself by asking, how can I be the next one? Lastly, I have a couple of videos for you to watch next. Ask about the 4 ways to create wealth video by our CEO to learn more about the message, the timing in the marketplace. Watch that video and also ask to watch our compensation video of PHP in the entire marketplace. We have the sexiest compensation plan in the marketplace, including equity. You don't want to miss that video. I can't wait to meet you at our next local Fast Start School, next big event, and see you cross the stage, get promoted, become a broker. Look, we've been in your shoes before. You're going to have some doubts. You're going to have some fears. You're going to have some insecurities. But I can tell you one thing, whatever you're going through right now, I guarantee you it's in a book that you just have not read or finished yet. All the sacrifices that are required to succeed, all the late nights, all the second thoughts, all the criticism around you, it's all part of your success. I guarantee you there's no movie out there that didn't have any trials, any sacrifices, any times that they questioned themselves and they were this close to quitting because in the end you saw the victory. You saw the wins. You saw the success. You saw the glory. Trust me, it's so much more greener on this side. It's so much more worth it. We've gone through it. And trust me, it's worth it. All those accomplishments are great and the material things are great. But you know what ultimately is the best thing? Is when you can look at yourself in the mirror as a man or a woman and say, man, I became who I've always imagined becoming. I've made my mom proud. I've made my dad proud. I've made my kids proud. I have a legacy with my last name. We built a family business. Communities need more leaders like you to go out there and rise up and stand for something. Stand for your family. Stand for financial independence. Stand for freedom. And if you choose to do that, it's going to be the best thing you can do by making a decision to be part of PHP Agency. Because in this business here, besides learning about financial services, getting a license, making money, you become a leader in this environment. So I'm looking forward to meeting you at the next big event. Welcome to the team. Get off to the races. I'm looking forward to connecting with you on social media and looking forward to seeing your success. Welcome to TGA, the Great Awakening, inspiring greatness, building leaders.